Carson's Corner is a black LGBTQ-owned small business. They sell merchandise and apparel on pop culture franchises such as Dragon Ball, King of the Hill, Sailor Moon, and of course and most importantly, Power Rangers. If you're interested in getting their amazing merch, be sure to check them out at carsoncorner.com. Link will be down below.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to the Rider Time podcast here on the Morphin Network. And today we are here to talk about the very romantic episode known as Kamen Rider Gotchard. Love is a Saber, a sudden Chemy story. Yeah, it is a very amorous episode. I hope everyone enjoyed watching it. And incidentally, as of the time of this recording, it is the day before Valentine's Day, so whether you're single or not, I hope everyone has a wonderful day tomorrow. If you don't have someone else to love, make sure you give a lot of love to yourself because everyone deserves. Actually, you know, why did I even use the Roxbury song? I should have went with Burt Bacharach. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. My name is TimeRider Zero. Or Mike, we will discuss Kamen Rider Gotchard, episode 22. It involves a vampire. Yeah, okay, I'm done. Okay, I'm done. Don't worry, I'm done. It's kind of an interesting episode, really. Definitely part one of a two-parter, and it is not 100% clear if it's a Renge focused episode. I miss Renge. She was a fun character back in episode 5 and several other episodes, but mainly episode 5. She didn't really get much character focus in a lot of recent episodes, so it's nice that she finally does. I mean, Sabimaru, at least he got a whole 3-parter where he becomes Kamen Rider Dread, but, you know, it's about time Renge gets her own. At least I hope she does, because it's more like she's a plot device this episode rather than being a focus character. And again, like when you have a large squad like this, definitely give some characters some focus episodes. I mean, even Kamen Rider Forze, which had a team of 8 people, including the second rider, and only 2 of those people were actual writers, they still got their own focus episodes. And not just 1 or 2 episodes. They had several episodes. So, I mean, you got the 2-part episodes where they were first introduced, but then you have like several other episodes where they got some focus. For example, Jake had that Capricorn episode. A Daimonji had the prom episode. I know some people might think, isn't that a Mew episode? No, it is a Daimonji episode because he's trying to ask Mew out, and while they're about to graduate and stuff. So it's like sort of his like final dance in the Power Dizer. Yuki had a number of her own episodes, and yeah, she even eventually becomes Gemini. So, you know, there's that. Kango, he has a lot of episodes because he is sort of one of the 2 main characters. Mew had a couple, but the point is, everyone had multiple focus episodes, so I actually like that. Here, we don't see it as much. It's mostly, it's mainly the 3 writers that do. Kajiki had a 2-part episode, which is nice. I hope Kajiki gets more episodes. But Renge, I hope she's just not a plot device for this episode. I hope she actually becomes like a full-time, like maybe she gets the full focus of the next episode. Like maybe give us some more background to her affection towards the vampire Chemy, and not just, oh, I'm under a spell. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doodle-doo. But yeah, let's get right into it. everyone has a cowboy hat at the start of the episode because they clearly caught another Chemy. And sometimes I wonder, what do they do when they're Chemy hunting when we're not looking? I feel like there's some interesting stories that we could be watching instead of what we're actually watching. Not saying what we're actually watching is bad. I'm just saying it could be better. I mean, I would like to know why, like, their adventure ends with them wearing cowboy hats. Like, it's kind of like watching Rick and Morty in a sense, where like an episode would start off with them re-entering the garage, and like Rick and Morty have like some kind of like weird hat, and you're wondering, it's like, what adventure did they just finish? That's sort of the thing that's sort of the vibe I get from. But they're like, wait, where's Renge? Wait, why is she so dolled up? Oh my god, is Renge in love? Who is she in love with? Who could it possibly be? All she said, it was some tall, mysterious guy who looks very serious. Wait, tall, mysterious guy who looks serious. Is it Spanner? Is she in love with Spanner? Why would she be in love with Spanner? They have no chemistry. They never shared screen time. What's going on? And of course, they're following her. And also, I love how Sabimaru is the most concerned, because we all know, Sabimaru, we all know that you love Renge. We all know it. Come on, Sabi. Like, we all know that you love Renge. She's your best girl. And we do see Spanner like carrying flowers, but she runs past a total fake out. No, it's some vampiric dude, and it's very obvious he's vampiric, because not only does he wear those Victorian coattails, but also he's wearing an umbrella in broad daylight, and he's like, "Oh, Renge, my best girl," and some other girls like, "Oh, why is she your best girl?" "I love jealous girls." And they all swoon, and then a bunch of dudes are like, "Wait, what about jealous guys? I don't discriminate." And of course, like, people are gonna complain, "Oh my god, Kamen Rider got woke." Shut up. This is a funny moment. Let's enjoy that funny moment. And yes, even Kachiki is in the crowd. You can't see him wait, there he is, right there in the corner, right there on the left side. Like, you don't even notice him right away in the screenshot, but there he is. There's our little Kachiki. He's so cute. Kachiki's so adorable. Like, he's like a Where's Waldo in a crowd of Saiyans. Okay, I complain a lot about this show, but like, I honestly, like, when they have funny moments like that, they really got me with those funny moments like that. Meanwhile, there's trouble in paradise when it comes to the Hades sisters, because everyone's talking smack about Lachesis, and Clotho wants to turn to be dipped in gold. And so she gets a power-up. That's right, her power-up is covering up her midriff. I wish I was joking. Like, the only difference between her appearance from before the power-up and after the power-up is that her midriff is just covered up. That's all there is. It's like watching Kill a Kill in reverse. It's like, the more clothed you are, the more powerful you are. Maybe it's like the bad guys from Kill a Kill, because it's like your clothes have to be 10, 20, 30, 50, or 100% made out of that one chick's blood or something like that. I don't know. Like, Kill a Kill feel like a fever dream. But yeah, it's like, the more covered up she is, the more powerful she is. Unlike anime protagonists, who become more powerful when they lose more clothing. And yeah, no, like, she's fighting Spanner. She's not taking it too well, so she gets bailed out by a Similodon Malcolm. I don't know its name, but it has a Similodon's head on it. And in case you're wondering what the human hand is, it's basically doing a high five with one of the Similodon's paws. Just kind of weird. Honestly, I'm not a fan of the design of the Similodon. Chemy because it just looks really cobbled together. It doesn't feel as exciting design. The designs just not feel as exciting as a lot of the previous designs that we've seen from other Chemys. You're the Angel one. I mean, it's got the crucified pose with rings on it. You know, like that was it was a little cobbled, but actually looked good. The Mantis one, she's got the claws, while like her human hands are like a mummy. Like there's like other characters with like really cool design, but the Smilodon one's like it just looks cobbled together. Honestly, if you don't freeze frame, you would barely even notice that it belongs to a Smilodon. And honestly, I'm curious if that is supposed to be a Smilodon because it looks like one. Chemy cards. We're gonna go back to that wiki because I never made a chart, nor do I plan to. And I'm pretty sure I can assume it's set to the ancient. It's set to ancient. Yep, Saber Liger number 5. I mean, so it's a Liger, but it looks more like a Similodon. What's really interesting, Similodons aren't related to tigers in any way. Tigers belong to family Panthera, which includes panthers, while a Similodon is closer to that of a leopard, and not even like a very distant leopard. It's not even related to like it's nowhere close to a tiger. Yeah. So like that's some like why people refer to them as tigers is beyond me. Like its closest living relative is nowhere close to the tiger family. It's a lot closer to things like it's basically like a leopard, and not even like a standard leopard. It's like a very specific it's like a very specific breed of leopards that's like further away from class Panthera. Yeah. So like I'm just like it just bothers me. Yeah. I mean, they are in the Felidae, so they're closer to that of a civet. So, yeah, that's all I could say on the matter. It just bothers me a little bit, is all. When people call them tigers. I digress. So we have this whole cult thing going on where he wants peace and love for everyone, and everyone's all swooning for him, and like they're all going gaga over him drinking tea, and it really does seem like Renge is his best girl, which honestly, if I could complain about one thing about this episode more than anything, even more than the whole Similodon thing, it's the fact that Sabimaru isn't as riled up by the fact that Renge is going after this very attractive vampire, which is clearly a Chemy. Dude's clearly a Chemy, and they even figure out which Chemy it is, and apparently like he sucks on people's love energy. Okay, he doesn't suck on their love energy. He scrapes and licks. Like in Billy and Mitty. Dracula doesn't suck. Dracula scrape and lick. Scrape and lick. But you need to put about the poison in my blood. Dracula will say it again for the dummy who not listen. Vampire scrape and lick. Yeah. And apparently he could move his crown and then like take over other people's bodies in order to keep using the Kyun gun. And one thing I do find interesting is when Renge finds out that he's a Chemy, she collapses and says the weirdest thing. this is my third first love. I'm like, wait a minute, this is your third first love. Your third first love. But what? Renge, what's going on? Is this a Sailor Jupiter reference? Is this a Sailor Jupiter reference? But Hotaro uses quick thinking to use Bunny Parka in order to turn into a Parka ghost. Yes, that's a Kamen Rider Ghost reference. We already went over this. I don't want to complain about it because then we'll be here all day. And he takes over Rine's body to force her arms to remove the crown. And yeah, as they chase after him, Clotho and Saber Liger got in the way. Oh, that's where that's the title. Okay, it makes sense now. Okay, the title makes sense now. I was thinking, like, what does this episode have to do with swords? But then I realized, oh right, the Similodon's Chemy name is Saber Liger, so that's where the whole love is a saber thing comes from. It all makes sense now. Feels so dumb. Live on YouTube. Can't believe it. Damn it. But yeah, they start fighting, and Clotho steals back Camantis. So now, yeah, she's Camantis again, but now she's gold. And yeah, the stunt choreography is not bad, but god damn, that Similodon design just looks terrible. I don't mind the whole head becoming the shoulder thing, but the legs are all over the place, so much so that the hind legs are just the forearm sticking out. It's like having a lazy Beast Wars design. I just can't get over that. And given the fact that Cerberus had a much better design, even and there have been other mammal-themed chemies that had better amalgam designs. This one just really bothers me. I just could not get into this one. I just can't get over it. But yeah, no, like Renee's holding her own, Hotaro's holding his own, and of course, we get Valvaret showing up again to help everyone out. And it's cool seeing the trio actually being a trio for once. And yes, this is his angel copter form, so he can create a giant halo that shoots down icy arrows. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I like how the helicopter becomes like a shield sort of thing, while he has like a bow and arrow on his right arm. It's honestly, I kind of like this a little bit more than his Orochi form, his shovel Orochi form. It just looks nicer. It just looks a lot nicer. But as soon as they defeat the two amalgams and they try to bring them back to their cards, Clotho just doubles down in more ways than one. It turns into a double amalgam, and I'm like, okay. Chameleon Mantis from Shin Kamen Rider looked kind of cool, no doubt about that. But this looks a little much. It's like you got two paws on one arm, and you got the two mantis claws on the other arm, making it look like they're stag beetle horns. I mean, come on. They look like stag beetle horns at that point. It's not even a mantis anymore. It's a freaking stag beetle now. Again, it just feels really cobbled together. That's my big issue with this one. So yeah, Clotho got this double amalgam form, but I'm just not loving it. And keep in mind, Lion Jellyfish Yummy from Kamen Rider O's looked really cool. It looked really cool. Like I've seen other Chimera themed monsters that looked better than this. This just feels way too cobbled together, and it just bothers me. And meanwhile, the vampire dude's like, I just wanted everyone to be happy and feel the power of love. So then he basically creates a spirit bomb shaped like a heart. And what will this do? Who knows? We'll watch in the next episode. It's because this is where the episode ends on a cliffhanger. What did you guys thought of the episode? Did you like it? Did you hate it? What do you think is going to happen next? We know that Rena is going to get a new moon Cerberus form, which is actually kind of appropriate because you got dogs and moons. But I don't know. I'm just like this episode is kind of fun, but the one singular thing that really drags it down is the amalgam design on Saber Liger. I just cannot get into Saber Liger. It just feels wrong. Yeah, like this, if they just came up with a better design for Saber Liger, I would honestly give this episode a 10. Well, maybe a 9.5, because the other issue is how much of a Renge focus episode is this? Because it feels like she's not so much the focus character as much as she's just a plot device. I believe there's like a phrase used in comic book literature, something involving a refrigerator. Not nuking the fridge, but like fridge girl or something like that. It had something to do with Death in the Family from Batman, where a female protagonist was found dead inside a refrigerator to motivate the main character to push their plot along. I can't remember the exact term for it, but that's what this episode feels like for Renge. She's just there for the others to save her. And I will forgive that if the next episode gives Renge more character focus. I'm saying this right here while I'm live. This episode is an 8.9, but I'll raise it to a 9.5 if Renge in the next episode will get more character focus. I very much doubt it because Rene is supposed to get a new form. So let's hope that Renge does something important that would lead to her getting a new form. But unless I want to like this episode more because I liked most of it. I really did like most of it. But I just want Renge to get more focus, character focus, because she is an interesting character. And I want there to be more physicality of her being an interesting character. But the other thing that drags it down is literally just the design of the monster. It may seem like a nitpick, but given how great the designs of the monster were so far in previous episodes, that's just how I feel about it. What did you guys think of the episode? Let's go to the comments right now. My Valentine is a vampiric homunculus. Oh, geez. Well, I hope you got some trading cards set so that you could suck him up, or rather scrape and lick him into oblivion. Definitely getting Castlevania vibes from this guy. Yeah, I could see a little bit of that Alucard thing going for him, especially just his costume design. I would love to have a live action movie of Aria of Sorrow, but first we need to have Symphony of the Night, so there's that. But, I love me some Castlevania. I would really want to play some now that you bring it up. Just saying. But for real, though, hope everyone has a happy Valentine's Day. Oh, I hope you have a happy Valentine's Day as well. Well, that's it for the comments, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. Help us make sure that we can overcome the obstacles known as the algorithm, so we could get our content out to more people that may be interested in it. And the best way to do it is to ding the bell icon and to share it to anyone that you think might be interested in watching us discuss Kamen Rider Gotchard or any of the other shows that we're currently discussing. Mondays, we're doing Ultraman Tiga. Wednesdays, not this Wednesday, but normally Wednesdays, we do Kamen Rider Gotchard. This week we're doing it on Tuesday because tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Thursdays we're doing King Oger, and there's only 3 episodes left before we move on to Boom Boomger. Will that season be good. Let's hope so. It's kind of hard to live up because King Oger and Dawn Brothers were such fantastic seasons. And finally, this Sunday, we'll have the final video we'll be having on Kamen Rider Build, which is the VCNX film, Kamen Rider Build a New World, Kamen Rider Greece. Once we're done with that, we're going to spin the wheel of destiny to figure out what season of Kamen Rider we'll be doing next, concurrently with Gotchard. And if you want to check out our other content, there's the Buttery Show, our sister channel, where we discuss movies, video games, etc. I will have a vlog out soon for Pasadena Comic-Con. We did Crow Month, so we did 4 Crow movies. When the 5th Crow movie comes out, we'll be discussing that movie and maybe do a retrospective on the TV show Stairway to Heaven. We might do some more movie reviews in March. Haven't decided on that yet. We're more focused on February for now. And the reason is because our next convention appearance is going to be at the Simi Valley Toy and Comic Fest on February 25th at the Grand Vista Hotel in the Simi Valley area. So, and this year's theme, because every year they have a theme, we've had Power Rangers, Avatar, Digimon, and this year the theme is Yu-Gi-Oh! So if you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, want to find some rare cards like Blue Eyes White Dragon, or maybe you want to meet some of the voice actors from the show, Simi Valley Toy and Comic Fest, February 26th. Also, right here on the Morphin Network on February 19th, we will have a very special guest. We'll be doing a live interview with the one, the only Void Knight himself. That's right, Jared Turner. We're going to be discussing about his roles on Jungle Fury and Dino Fury, as well as other stuff that he's got going on. And so if you want to say hi to him or ask any questions, you have to go to our Facebook page in order to stay tuned. That interview will be Facebook exclusive, so be sure to go to our Facebook page in order to stay tuned for that. And if you want to check out my personal content, you could find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. And with all that said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, update emergency kits, hug your loved ones, and give an extra special hug from me on my behalf to that special someone that you'll be spending time with tomorrow on Valentine's Day. And if that special someone is yourself, then don't feel lonely, because I will be with you in spirit. And happy Valentine's Day, everyone. We'll see you guys next time. Bye. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.